So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 40 of our Portsmouth career mode. And we are going to be ending off this episode with the end of the season. This is the last game of the season. We aren't actually going to play it because, as you know from the league table, we have finished in second place whatever happens, whether we win or lose. And also, good news here that Iheanacho says he is in fact happy at Portsmouth. But as you guys do know, there is a glitch, so let's hope that glitch doesn't apply to us, but we all pretty much know it probably will do. So what we're going to go and do, we're going to sim this game up against Doncaster. Away from home, we put out a second team lineup completely. We wanted to give a few youngsters a game, so therefore we put them in, and let's see if we can get anything from the game. Unfortunately not, we end up losing the game 1-0. So now we get two emails. We get two fees for the future players. We've got Manu Garcia and we've got the big one, Kelechi Iheanacho. So therefore we have in fact got the money to buy him, but we all know for a certain fact that he is not going to accept the contract because, as you can see there, he wants 70,000 a week, and unfortunately we do not have 70,000 a week to go ahead and give him. He was currently on a 8,000 a week contract with us, so we're going to go ahead and offer him the maximum we possibly can. And if he accepts a 9,000 a week, that's perfect. If not, there's no way in a million years we're going to be able to do anything to try and raise 70,000. It's just going to be impossible. We're also going to try and go in for Manu Garcia. He wants 15,000. We can only offer him 5. So it's just, we just do not have the money to do anything, which is really frustrating. And, well, unless we can get either one of these two players, we look like we might be having some trouble for next season. So unsurprisingly, Manu Garcia does in fact say that he can't agree with the conditions because he's not interested in relocating and he's settled where he is. But still, he's been at the club for 2 years. It's just ridiculous. This glitch does really annoy me. And also, as you can see there, Kelechi Iheanacho says he's not interested in relocating. So it's just the same old story. We're never going to be able to go ahead and convince him to leave because it is just a glitch, which is really frustrating, especially with your club like us, because we're never ever going to go ahead and be able to afford Kelechi Iheanacho next season. For 10.5 million and 70,000 a week, it is going to be virtually impossible for us to raise that sort of money. Manu Garcia once again saying no, he's not going to come to the club. So now we're going to be losing two fantastic players. One, obviously our best player and our goal scorer that's been banging in the goal left, right and centre. And if I knew this was going to happen at the start, then obviously what I would have done, I would have just brought him straight out and I wouldn't have messed around at the start, which is very frustrating. We're going to go in and sim a few more training sessions, just see if we can push them ratings up just that little more. Benamar getting ever so close to that 68 rated now, and Shiplock nearly 75 rated. What a fantastic goalkeeper we do in fact have on our books there. But them two players from Manchester City, we're just not going to be able to get them. Actually, they are going to review our performance for the season. We're going to go ahead and jump in once again to another training session. And this time, surely, Shiplock will be going up. Not Shiplock, Alves should be going up, which he doesn't. Bergwijn, has he gone up? No, no one's gone up, which is a little bit frustrating. And, well, we're going to have to look for some more players now. Let's see if we can go and find some when we move into next season. So we did in fact finish second in the league, 84 points compared to Huddersfield 92. We did have a very healthy advantage over MK Dons, but we did go through a very, very poor patch in the middle of the season, which we really struggled with. So now we're going to end the season, and well, a super season. They're really happy with our performance. They're happy with, obviously, I would have thought, yes they are, an excellent showing for the team's domestic cup, which obviously they are happy with. And now we're going to move into next season without two of our best players. So now we've got a pre-season tournament invite, which of course we are going to go ahead and accept. And I do think we will put ourselves in the most difficult tournament, as we do need the most money we possibly can get. We're now going to have a look at our emails. Let's see if we've got any decent emails. We've got the European Cup. The player loan has expired, so we're going to lose Manu Garcia, which is very bad news. We're going to lose Iheanacho, which is even worse news. And we're also going to lose Villa Libre, which is even worse news. So we've got very bad news for us there at the start of the season. They want us to reach the round of 32 in the domestic cup. Our season's budget is 3.1 million, which just is no money whatsoever, and our league objective is to finish mid-table, so maybe I can actually out that and get a lot better result than that, because I want to get promoted. But with that budget, I'm not sure we are actually going to be able to go ahead and do anything special, because as you can see from our players now, we haven't got the biggest of squads as it was, and now everyone's left. So we've only got Pedrosa, Torres, Bergwijn, obviously we've got Holland still, but we're still lacking. we're lacking different players and we need to start improving. But with 3.1 million, there's not much we can go ahead and do. So that is in fact going to be our lineup for today. As you can see, we do actually have no recognised strikers in the squad. The only striker we do have is Connor Chaplin. So Connor Chaplin is going to be starting the game in the centre attacking or the centre forward role because we haven't got any other strikers. So we are going to sim the game up against St. Pauli, and we really do want to try and do our very best in this tournament because it is so crucial for us to try and get as far as we possibly can to obviously get a little bit more money, and we end up winning the game 4-1. Odegaard, Benamar, Torres and Rain Adelaide picks up the goal, but unfortunately Loftus-Cheek got sent off and Pedrosa got injured, so that could dampen the mood if it's a big injury. So let's have a look here. He is out for 5 months. So we've lost Ben Pedrosa, one of the most promising players in our whole squad, and we've lost him for 5 months. That is awful, awful news. So now we're going to move into the second game, which is going to be up against Gazalek, and they are currently sitting in second place behind us. So this is going to be a massive game. If we win this game, we'll be secured a place into the next round, and we end up winning the game 1-0. Benamar picks up the goal for us there, and we are through to the next round of the cup, which is fantastic news for us now, as we're going to get given a little bit more money. And with 6 million, there might be something we can try and salvage from this. We're going to go ahead and do the training now, as someone is actually injured, so we can't put them up. So I think we would put in Fabian Torres in instead of Pedrosa, and let's see if he can start to improve. But Bosagli is actually getting very, very close now to a 71 rated player, which would be fantastic if he does actually hit that, because he will be our highest rated centre-back then, which he plays left mid anyway. But we've got 2 emails here. Suspension is over for Bergwijn, and the suspension is over for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So now we're going to move into the third game of the episode, which is going to be up against Odense. And if we lose this and lose the other one, there is a slight chance actually that we could go out. So we've got a transfer offer here for Shiplock for 5.5 million, which is a lot of money, but we're going to counter offer 25 million because we're not going to let this goalkeeper go, because I think this goalkeeper will become the next big star. And we've also got a transfer offer for Martin Odegaard, and unless they go ahead and give us 2.7 million for Martin Odegaard, we're not going to let this guy go. So now we've got the third game of the European International Cup, which is going to be up against Odense, who actually beat St. Pauli 3-0. So it's going to be a very difficult game here, and we end up drawing the game at 1-1. Burgess does in fact pick up an injury, but Benamar picks up yet another goal for us there. But that has secured our place into the semi-finals of the European Cup, which is good news for us, as we are going to be getting given a little bit more money. So we get another transfer offer of Christian Shiplock, and we're just not going to let this guy go, because there's no reason why we should let a goalkeeper go. I do know we can get a lot of money for him, but there's just no need whatsoever, so we don't want to be getting rid of him. We get given an extra 800,000, which is fantastic, and he's out for 6 weeks, so we're just getting bad to worse injuries there. So now there's going to be a lot for us to do. So now we're going to be moving into the semi-final, which is going to be a massive game for us here. We really do want to do our try and best to get something out of this. If we can win it and get into the final, it would be fantastic for us. And we end up winning the game 2-1. Bergwijn and once again Benamar picking up the goals for us. And thankfully, we're in the final of the cup, and we could get granted a few million, which is brilliant news for us. So we've got a transfer offer accepted for Asia Villalibre. We had to offer 2.2 million, and well, we might be able to bring this guy in, but he wants 9,000, which is really frustrating. I'm going to go ahead and offer him 4,000. Let's see if we can accept it. He will actually become a crucial first-team player if he comes to us, but I don't want to be forking out 9,000 on him. So now we do in fact have the final of the European International Cup. We beat Ajaccio 2-1. So there's no reason why we can't go ahead and beat them again, but this time it is in the final, so there's going to be more pressure on us, but we have got the big player back, Bergwijn, so it's going to be a big game. Can we win it? No, we can't. We draw the game 1-1 with Benamar scoring in the very last minute of the game, but we win the game 4-3 on penalties. Benamar, it looked like we were down and out, but Benamar went ahead and scored in the 90th minute and won us the competition. A fantastic pre-season competition, has been granted 3.6 million euros more. So now we're going to have about 6 million, probably about 4 million after we buy Villalibre, which is fantastic for us now, as we can now hopefully try and go ahead and buy a few more players. And he still wants 9,000 a week, so I'm going to go ahead and offer him 9,000, and let's see if Asia Villalibre will accept that, because he was a very good striker when he did come in, but now we will have the chance to play him more and obviously put him through the training system, and hopefully we can start pushing his rating up. So the contract offer has been accepted for Asia Villalibre, and he is, in fact, the first player coming into the team. So he is going to strengthen up our striking positions, because obviously he's going to be our second striker in the club now. So he's going to go straight in, and he's been given a role as training, obviously, because we want to get him the highest rating we possibly can, because obviously he's going to be the striker that's going to be banging in the goals for us. So we also get a transfer offer accepted for Moussa Dembele, currently at Fulham, and we offered 3 million for him, and they have come straight back and said yes, they will go ahead and accept that. So we're going to go ahead and offer him a 15,000 a week contract. He's not going to be, I'm not sure how good he is. I believe he's going to be high 60s, probably about the similar rating to what Villalibre is. So whether we need him or not, I'm not 100% sure. So we've got a transfer offer accepted for Manu Garcia. We decided to offer 1.4 million, which is 100,000 under his valuation, and they have in fact come back to us and said yes, they will let him go for that. So we are going to go ahead and offer him a 15,000 a week contract, and he will be a squad rotation player if he does come to the club. As we do know, this guy can be very special, and I would really like to get more playing time with him, especially now we could be able to buy him on a permanent deal. And we also want to buy this guy here, Aaron Leia Iseka. They want 3.3 million, so we will go ahead and offer 3 million, and let's see if they will go ahead and accept that. He's currently from Birmingham, but he used to be from Anderlecht, so maybe he could be a decent player. But we are going to jump into the first game of the episode, and will be the only game of the episode, which is going to be up against QPR. So it's going to be a difficult game, but I am hoping we can try and get something from it, as QPR obviously will be challenging to go up. So our starting lineup will be pretty much this, apart from Benema won't be starting, but who will be starting? It will be our new signing, Asia Villalibre, as he's currently now a 70 rate, which is fantastic. So Oliver Torres will be starting on the right, Villalibre up top, behind him Onamar, Odegaard and Loftus-Cheek. On the left we will be playing with Bergwijn, and our backline will be Boscagli, Clark, Coetzee, Alves and in goal, Shiplock. So I think that team is pretty decent, and I think it could be good enough to try and get something from the game. For us here, we play the ball through to Bergwijn. Bergwijn's going to cut inside, which he has done. Bergwijn, can he pick up the first goal for us in the league? No, he can't. The goalkeeper makes a fantastic save, but it falls out to Asia Villalibre, who scores the first goal for the club in the league, and obviously it's going to be his first goal as a permanent player of Portsmouth. Fantastic save it was from Brad Guzan in the QPR net, but it is our new striker, Asia Villalibre, to bang in the goal from very close range. I knew he couldn't miss, but still a fantastic start to the league season. Good chance here, we play the ball through to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard strikes it, and Martin Odegaard has found the back of the net in the 45th minute, just before the half-time interval. It was Fabian Torres that went on a dancing run. He ran past a few players, and he plays a lovely ball through to Martin Odegaard, who takes the ball round his man and fires the ball into the far corner of the post. First time. What a fantastic strike it is from Martin Odegaard, and maybe we don't want to sell this guy in the end. Maybe he can start to improve his performances and start to grow in potential. Good chance to keep it high. They play the ball through. It's Charlie Austin with Clark. Can Clark hold him off? They play the ball inside. It comes to Alves. Alves makes the challenge. No one can get there. Charlie Austin gets there just in time, and we do get the ball back through Coetzee, and we can launch our own counter-attack here as we play the ball through to Josh Onamar, but unfortunately no one can catch up with us. But can we score an absolute wonderful goal here? We play the ball through to Asia Villalibre, who's taken on his man, but obviously he's got no stamina left, and Leroy Fer does come back to catch up with him. But that now should be it for the game, and what a fantastic start the season this to be. Beating QPR 2-0 at Loftus Road. What a fantastic performance. Unless they score here, their goalkeeper makes a fantastic save, and we clear the ball off the line. Very dramatic last moments there, but Shiplock, what a save. So that's it for the game. We end up winning it 2-0 at Loftus Road. What a fantastic performance and a fantastic start to the season. My man of the match does go to Fabian Torres. He did play fantastic in that game, as did Martin Odegaard and our goalkeeper as well, making 2 or 3 fantastic saves, as you saw right to the very end of the game. But we completely dominated. 13 shots, 7 on target. A fantastic performance from us. But that is in fact going to be it for this very long episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it's going to be hugely appreciated. And I really do hope to see you next time very, very soon for the next episode of the Portsmouth career mode. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy. So let's see how we get on in that next episode. But we're going to have a few quick things here. Josh Onoman, we get a transfer offer for. If they offer up to 4.5 million, they can have our 20-year-old. Martin Odegaard, they still want, unless they go up to about 2.7 million, they won't be getting him. And that should be it to end up the episode, which it is. Manny Garcia says he wants a bigger squad role, which I will go ahead and offer, but I'm not 100% sure whether I actually want to accept him into the club now, because I'm looking at some other centre attacking mids. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button down below, as it is hugely appreciated. Thank you. Bye bye.